I got the Last of Us shirt on. That means it's the Last of Us time. This is episode 6 we're doing a reaction to today, and I'm recording this video late, so maybe I'll upload it later than normal, because normally I record it like a couple hours earlier than this. I feel like this video might go up late, but regardless, today I'm watching The Last of Us episode 6. Last episode we had the conclusion, the unfortunate conclusion to Henry and Sam's story, and there's no more of Henry and Sam's story. They're done. They unfortunately are no longer with us, which is really, really depressing and sad, and so, you know, we're all coping with it with humor. But that's The Last of Us for you. It is an incredibly sad series, but I don't know. It's like sometimes I don't like series which feel like they're just there to be like to make you sad. But with The Last of Us, I feel like there's enough hope in it and enough, like, you know, human connection in it that it feels all worth it. But regardless, we're going to be getting into this episode. Please make sure to support the video, support the series. If you want full-length reactions, go to my Patreon account. Word of warning, with this series, my full-length reactions usually go up, like, later. Sometimes it's several hours later, sometimes it's like the next day, just because the way my schedule works out for this show, it takes a bit longer. But regardless, it'll be on my Patreon account, so go check that out. I'm also doing exclusive reactions on there, like Bochi the Rock, exclusively on my Patreon account. Anyway, let's get into this episode of The Last of Us, episode 6. Here we go. I think I know what's happening in this episode, and I'm very excited for it. Oh, don't show it again. Don't show it again. Oh, man. Honestly, they had that cut in the game, and it was very impactful in the game. So it's interesting that they actually replayed the scene to put that cut in. Oh, that's interesting. What's he doing?
Why did you shoot him?
The gun's all the way over there. He didn't hurt me, by the way.
Yeah, I got eyes. You made him soup?
Yeah, I did. It's cold out.
Aww.
Looking for my brother.
Can I come down?
No.
Oh, wow.
I like these two.
Joel, come on, there's like 1,000. You missed all the street signs in the enormous fucking forest.
Holy. Are you telling me the truth?
Yeah.
Wow, these are great characters.
Anywhere people used to be, you can't go there no more.
So you haven't heard the name Tommy?
Nope.
What about the fireflies?
We get those in the summer.
Bugs, the people.
There are firefly people?
I really like these
Any
two.
advice on the best way west?
You're not gonna scare us.
Scared him?
Man, Pedro Pascal is such a good actor.
Put that back.
I don't know anything. Never heard of the fireflies.
He's just stealing.
Joel, are you okay? Joel?
Shut up.
Holy shit, are you dying?
Is he having a panic attack?
Cold air. All of a sudden.
Alright,
I think he was having a panic attack.
let's go and find Tommy and...
There's some caves along the river. We'll set up camp there, cross in the morning.
Good. Starving. Should have stolen 2 rabbits.
We can get our own rabbits.
You gonna teach me how?
Just keep moving.
They're getting closer. Their banter's getting more familiar.
Can I have some?
No.
What? Just to warm up? Come on.
You're not gonna like it, surely. You're gonna spit it right out. Oh!
Yep. So gross.
She probably tried it in the old mall, old abandoned mall.
I would raise sheep. They're quiet. Do what they're told.
Yeah, okay. So, it's you and a bunch of sheep. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, Jim Lovell, But you know who my favorite is?
Sally Ride.
Sally fucking Ride. Best astronaut name ever. It'll work, right?
Wow.
The vaccine.
Great job keeping the camera on
It's a little
her
late to start wondering.
and watching her thoughts
I
change.
tried. with
And
Sam.
great job, Bella, for
Tried
pulling
what?
that look off.
I knew he was infected.
Marlene, she's a lot of things, but she's no fool. If she says they can do it, they can do it.
Aww. It's good that he has some trust in Marlene. Or at least
I'm gonna take first
respect
watch
for
second.
Ellie.
Sheep ranches on the moon.
Oh well.
He's being so much nicer to her. Like, and he's still being a bit of a dick to her, but at least he's talking, making jokes.
You can't do things like this.
But I can. Cause I just did.
I'm responsible for you, okay?
Then don't fall asleep. I was quiet.
Oh man. Just tell her good job. At least Joel got some sleep. Now he's gonna be more attentive. My god, that scared me. That's gorgeous, that shot. She's trying to whistle.
I'm learning how to whistle.
Talent.
Whatever. You should teach me how to hunt.
I don't know how to do it with your fingers. I can whistle. And I can't do it with my fingers.
Damn.
Damn. Oh,
You're no Will Livingston.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
made the
but
same
you will.
joke. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, shit. You are fucking surrounded.
You've been near infected?
There's no infected out here.
The hell there ain't.
Oh no. Are these infected sniffing dogs? Well, she's not like freshly infected, so maybe it doesn't have the smell. Aw, good boy.
Now her.
Is she gonna have the smell? Oh. Oh, the panic attack's coming. Oh. Okay, yeah, she doesn't have the smell because she's not like newly infected. Like it's been there for ages, so that.
Just bought yourself 10 more seconds.
Oh baby. Oh my god. Jackson! Wow! Jackson looks great! Holy crap! That is like exactly like the games. Oh my god. Tommy himself? Give each other a hug, come on. Yes! Oh. 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 That's so sweet. Wow.
In a while since we've had a proper meal.
Actually, I don't think I've ever had a proper meal. This is fucking amazing.
Is she, what's her name?
Sorry. Ellie, let's mind our
I
manners.
can't remember her name. Maria? Is that Maria?
What?
What's wrong with you?
What about her
What the
manners?
fuck?
She was just curious. Kids around here don't usually look or talk like
Is
this,
that
right?
Dina? No way is that Dina.
And I want my gun back.
I'm sorry if you
Yeah,
haven't
also
played the
on.
games. You probably don't know what that means.
Well, Maria is.
It is
family,
Maria.
actually.
Oh shit. Congrats.
What's up, MOA? Headshot those fuckers from a half mile out.
Can you teach me how?
No, we can't.
Bites? This place actually fucking works.
Sheep!
All shared. Collective ownership.
So, communism.
Nah, it ain't like that.
It is that, literally. This is a commune. We're communists.
Way.
That's our newest one.
Tommy like had a realization there.
Yeah, what's your name? Shimmer. Shimmer.
Shimmer.
So beautiful. Joel.
You'll be fine.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Ellie being left alone. I mean, not alone, but
Doesn't seem like you aged much.
You, on the other hand. Once we get bacon, I mean, what's even left? So how's Tess?
oh,
She's fine. I was heading in this direction, so
Really? Goodness to your heart.
there's a payment. It'll be easy for us, seeing as how you can headshot infected from half a mile away, which is a bunch of bullshit, by the way. What, because your wife won't let you?
Joel,
She the one who kept you off the radio?
oh my God.
Is
Here
that
we
why you
go.
stopped messaging me back?
after I ditched the Fireflies,
Wrong people might show up. So is that what I am? Am I the wrong people?
Oh my
Joel,
God.
Those things I did, Tommy, those things that you judge me for.
we murdered people,
Yeah.
and I don't judge you for it. We survived the only way we knew how. But there were other ways.
This is a good
We
conversation.
just weren't any good at them. Maria's a few months along now,
Oh.
so I just got to be more careful. To be honest, I'm scared to death,
I can hear it in his voice.
but I don't know. I feel like I'd be a good dad.
I think you would as well.
Guess we'll find out.
Guess we'll find out. That's all you got?
What else am I supposed to say?
Just because life stopped for you doesn't mean it has to stop for me.
Oh man. Oh, what a scene! It's a good scene because it's focusing on a lot of Joel's weaknesses right now. Oh, he's still having panic attacks. Oh.
Oh.
I really like that. Oh. That's Scrabble? They playing Scrabble, baby. Sarah. Oh. I don't know who Kevin is. Maybe that was someone close to Maria?
Good. It's super fucking purple. Right? Fits.
No, I was an assistant district attorney out of Omaha, Nebraska.
Damn.
I always liked doing hair, though.
She does
Maybe it was a mom
feel
thing.
like an attorney to me. The way she
You
holds
looking at the
herself.
little memorial Tommy made? Going with him.
Good.
But there are clearly things you don't know about Joel.
Oh, like how he used to kill people? I know about that.
Tommy was following Joel, the way you are now.
Well, maybe I'm smarter than Tommy.
This is a
But definitely smart.
bit of a
Would've made a
toxic
hell of a
conversation they're
lawyer.
having.
You understand?
She's such a good actor.
Grab your super fucking eggplant coat.
They're going to watch a film.
Ellie, Garfield, I'm moving
They
into your
are.
room.
Those look like good boots for all the shit he's going to be doing.
I shouldn't have said what I said. It's complicated for you. I'm sorry.
Tommy's such a good guy. I love him.
Tommy, I saw her get bit myself. That was months ago. Months. She's in.
Oh, look at his face.
From the beginning.
Oh, and they did say in an earlier
Marlene.
episode, Tommy wanted to save the
She
world.
hired us to
you know?
smuggle her to some fireflies. 14 years old. Because I was too slow and too fucking deaf to hear him. Today I thought that dog was gonna tear her apart because it smelled something on her. And all I did was stand there.
Oh, Joel.
Move. I was so afraid.
Oh my God, Joel.
That's all I do. That's all I've ever done. It's fail her.
Oh my God, it hurts so much to see Joel like this.
Tommy, you're the only one I trust. If anyone else sees those bites on her, what's under her skin, they'll shoot her. It's the last thing I'll ever ask her. I swear.
This feels like it makes more sense to me than in the games. Having Joel lay it all out like that. Tommy's such a good guy. Holy crap. Pedro is killing it in these episodes. Oh, Maria was really enjoying the movie. But Tommy has to tell her that he's not going to be here for a bit.
I made this decision for your own good. You'll be way better off with Tommy. He knows the area better than I do.
Do you give a shit about me or not?
Of course I do.
Then what are you so afraid of? I'm not her, you know.
Oh.
Maria told me about Sarah and...
No.
I'm sorry about your daughter, Joel. But I've lost people too.
You have no idea what loss is.
Everybody fucking except for you. So don't tell me that I'd be safe with somebody else, because the truth is, I would just be more scared.
Oh man, it's good having that conversation not be undercut by an ambush as well, like it was in the games. They were interrupted in that conversation by people attacking the house. Oh, ah.
Stables.
Here they go. Man, this is an awkward trip for both of them. Tommy's a good guy, though. You could be with worse people.
You deserve a choice. I still think you'd be better off with Tommy.
Let's go.
Okay.
It's right off the interstate. Should be hard to miss.
Oh.
Can I borrow that?
Yeah.
Because Maria took mine, you know.
I already said yes.
That's funny.
Adios, big brother.
I think they reversed that in the game. I think he says adios, like Joel says adios, little brother. For some reason, it actually feels more fitting for Tommy to say it. He seems more like an adios kind of guy. Oh, that scared me. Jesus.
I made it bigger than I should have. Eject the cartridge.
I'm not flinching.
Mm-hmm.
Rifle just sucks.
Okay.
You'll see.
A deep breath in, slow breath out.
It isn't gonna work. It doesn't aim right. You did.
Aww. That was cute. Nice. Fucking nailed it. Right in the middle.
The contractor. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we were cool. Everybody loved contracts.
Nice.
Aww, her like resting her head on his back is so cute. I mean, there's not much room on a horse anyway, but
Okay,
it's just
if you
cute.
mess up your fourth down and you give the ball to the other team.
Ah, the footy
Right.
conversation.
Called a turnover.
Still time to find out.
This way.
You can see Joel's panicking a little bit, like he's a little nervous and scared. Why wouldn't you be? Why wouldn't you be?
Well, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a singer.
Shut up.
Why is that funny?
Come on, man. I'm not gonna laugh.
You're already laughing.
Yeah, okay, true.
Look at.
Firefly in the science building.
Here we go.
I'd be so nervous to even like stand still when I don't know what's going on in this place. Even if it's just like fireflies. Even if there were just fireflies here, I would be scared that the fireflies would not know who we are and shoot us. Ja! That would scare the shit out of me.
All the pins lead there. Maybe getting ahead of the weather. Better facilities. I don't know.
Oh, that's human voices. Uh-oh. Those just look like
Out the back.
bandits, you know? Just like generic raiders.
Joel!
Oh, Jesus! Oh. Oh, God. Did he get stabbed? Oh! Oh, God! Oh! Jeez! Oh! Oh my God.
Joel, no, shit! Joel, open your eyes. Open your eyes. Joel, you gotta get up. Fucking do this without you. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. What the fuck I'm gonna do. Joel. Oh, please.
Oh. Okay. So, so the reason, I don't know if I have to justify why I'm crying so much at that final scene, but like that it's honestly like one of one of my favorite like little scenes in the game. And when I say favorite, I don't mean because it makes me happy. I mean favorite just because it's like a little thing, is like that moment with Ellie just over Joel's body, and it's like her fear of being left alone like coming true in front of her eyes, and we're seeing this like in real time as she's like panicking and stuff. I know in the game she's like, Joel, get up, get up, get up, and then she says, you gotta tell me what to do. Like she's going like, come on, you gotta tell me what to do, which is like really heartbreaking because it's like it just, you know, shows that she's directionless and stuff. And in this, she's like, I can't fucking do this without you. I don't know where to go. Like it's the same thing, and so like it still brings that emotion out. But I think I cry more here because like I'm seeing it in Bella's eyes. I'm saying Bella's eyes instead of Ellie's eyes because I'm just in awe of how good Bella is doing, how well she's doing at this role, because that she's pulling off some hard looks. Like, to be able to pull off looks like that, you know, it's tough, man. I do acting myself, but it's really hard to get like a specific look in your eyes. And she's getting so many different looks in her eyes that are really amazing. Both Pedro and Bella are so good at their eye acting, the emotion in their eyes. It's so amazing. I'm just really impressed. And I'm gonna have to rewatch that final scene just to take it all in again. Oh man. So I'm not gonna spoil the game, right? Because as you can tell, and as I've said from the first video, I'm a huge fan of the Last of Us games, but I'm not going to spoil them. But at the end of this video, I might do I'll push a little bit to the discussion, and I'll make it very obvious when I'm doing this, but I'll talk a little bit about one or two things in the future of the games. So if you haven't played the games, I suggest at that point in the video, when I tell you, you can stop watching. But for now, let's just talk about the stuff that actually happened in this episode. I really liked the two at the start, the two people in the cabin, you know, the husband and wife, I assume. They were very funny and entertaining and like seemed like, you know, nice people, very real feeling people, you know. I really like that. And it's just great because it's like Joel is kind of holding these people hostage, but but he's doing it in a nice way and they're responding in a nice way, you know? It's really cool. But man, so they have, Joel is very different to the games in the way that he expresses his emotions. His convictions and his motivations are all the same. They are the same, and even the reasons he's doing everything, that's all exactly the same. It's just the way he expresses himself that they have very differently, which I think is good change. I mean, we already have the video game version of Joel. We don't necessarily need it to be one-to-one on the screen, because the story that they're telling here, I think, helps with Pedro acting it, you know? Like, Pedro, I keep changing my pronunciation of his name. I don't know which it is. I think it's Pedro. Pedro is a brilliant actor, and he as I said before, his eye acting, like the emotion that he can put into his eyes and his words, like he's so incredibly good that if you just had sort of the Joel in the game, which I mean obviously the Joel in the game, you kind of have to be super subtle with it as well, but like you don't, like Joel in the game doesn't have that many like emotional monologues, you know? He has suppressed his emotions. Obviously in the game, the good thing about that is when he does say something that's emotional or whatever, then it's a huge contrast, right? But I really like this sort of vulnerable version of Joel where he's being honest with himself. Like at this point he's saying like I'm terrified, you know? Like he's sitting there with Tommy rather, and telling Tommy like I am terrified. I can't do this, you know? I'm not as good as I used to be. I'm weaker. I don't have Tess anymore. Like Joel has continuously been losing, which he's not used to since this like apocalypse started. So it's so heartbreaking to see that, and see that he's fearing for Ellie's life, you know? Man, it's so heartbreaking. So yeah, seeing all of that and seeing the panic attacks that he's going through right now is really hurtful. The to the moon conversation, like where Ellie was basically like, where they were talking about like where they'd go, and Ellie like looks up at the moon. Like I really like that sort of thing, you know? She wants to be an astronaut because that makes a lot of sense. I mean, she is very she's a very engaged person. She's intelligent, and she has big dreams. And I mean, what bigger dream is there to be in a infected apocalypse and have these dreams of being able to get onto a rocket and go to the moon? Obviously, for me, as a person, I think that just sounds awful. I don't want to go to the moon. I don't. There's nothing up there for me, and it would just be scary for me. But for some people, like that's a grand achievement, like a humanity's achievement, and it sort of makes sense, and it sort of helps her character as well, because she is also the only person we've met so far that's immune to the virus, which means she is changing the world. And it's also funny because, you know, he sees a bit of Sarah in Ellie with her like goofiness, you know, and he sees a bit of Tommy in Ellie in her, you know, in her aspirations, because as was said earlier, like Tommy was a joiner. He wanted to be able to change the world as best he could. He wanted to be a hero, and I think we're starting to see that in Ellie more and more. Man, when Tommy said like, hey, just because life stopped for you doesn't mean it has to stop for me, like that's a heartbreaking thing to say. And like, you know, and of course Tommy felt bad about that, because it is a kind of hurtful thing to say to someone, but I think it is something that Joel needed to hear, because that's the thing, like Joel is at this place where he just like, he's lost so much, where he like takes it out on the people around them by trying to make sure that the people around him don't live their happy life, you know, like any sort of joy that other people have around him, he resents them for that, because like he's not progressing himself, he's not going anywhere. So I really like the idea that like life stopped for Joel. That's what happened, you know, even when he was with Tess, like he found Tess and then life stopped. He was just going through the motions with Tess, even though he cared about her, and I mean, he wouldn't say it, but he loved her. Even though that happened, like Tess was even saying, like, I never asked you to feel the way I feel, you know, like she knew that they were in a deadlock, and that's all Joel could handle. He couldn't go further, even though he, you know, like in a perfect world, he would have been able to, you know, marry Tess and have a happy life with her. But instead, they were just caught in this deadlock where it's like, hey, maybe Tess will come in late at night and cuddle you. You know, that's as far as they can go. I say as far as they can go. They probably had sex, but but I mean, like, you know, just emotionally. But yeah, man, that was a great episode. I'm excited for the upcoming ones. I think I saw the episode titles, so I know what the next few, how they're formatting the next few episodes, because they're definitely changing something around. I won't say exactly what, but they're changing something around. So that's it for the spoiler-free talk. I'm just going to quickly go over something from this episode that will probably kind of spoil what happens in the future. So if you haven't played the games, I suggest for your best enjoyment for this TV show to stop the video here, but thank you for watching regardless. So giving you a few seconds to pause the video or stop the video. Great. Okay, so did they cast Dina in this show? So because Dina is obviously Ellie's girlfriend in the future. I'm just trying to find where it is, because if they cast Dina already, then that's pretty crazy. If it wasn't Dina, then, you know, great, but I feel like it kind of looked like her. There, okay, there she is. That looks exactly like Dina. Like, that is if that is Dina and they did cast her already, what incredible casting just based on the look alone. That's Dina. Amazing. Like, I'm really impressed. Because, I mean, look, looks aren't everything for casting, okay? Looks don't matter when it comes to portraying a character properly, right? Like, obviously, there are many characters in the show that they have completely changed the look of, and I mean, that's great, you know. I'm all for inclusivity and representation in media. So when you, like, you know, race swap Maria, for example, I am completely happy with that, because Maria to me is still working as a character. I still like her as a character. So I mean, who cares if there's more representation? In fact, I'll tell you who cares: the people who are being represented, and they care in a positive way. I did a assignment in university on representation, so I studied it a lot and how important it was. And yeah, I've always been a big proponent on how great it is and how much it's needed. Even if you, as a, you know, if you're like me, I'm a straight white man, right? If you're like me, you might be looking at it and going like, what? Well, they're just doing that for brownie points or whatever. It doesn't help the story to change it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it helps the story. It helps people in the world feel more accepted, feel more included, being on screen, like seeing someone who is like them succeed at something. Straight white men have enough. So anyway, regardless, with all that being said, that looks don't really matter. Holy shit, that looks like Dina. If that is her, I love Dina. I love The Last of Us Part 2 a lot. But I did not think they'd be casting and teasing her this early, if that is her. But amazing. And if that's the case, I'm just so excited for season 2. because if they've got an actress locked in already, I think they're being serious about it, which I guess it kind of makes sense. Like if they're gonna go to season 2 within the next year or two, because Ellie in part 2 is 19 years old, I think, and I'm pretty sure Bella Ramsey is like 19 or 20 years old. So she's already the right age for it. They just need to, you know, but like I think they're trying to make her look younger, obviously because she's supposed to be 14 here or whatever. They're trying to make her look younger in this show. So I guess they just have to stop making her look younger and she'll look like the 19 to 20-year-old she is. But yeah, crazy. That's so good. So I just wanted to say that, but I didn't want to spoil, because obviously to know who Dina is, you have to know, one, that Ellie gets a girlfriend. You have to know that they come back to Jackson afterwards, like all that stuff. So I didn't want to spoil that. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you watched to the end, I mean, you've probably played the games, or you don't care, I guess. But thank you very much for watching this video regardless. Please make sure to support the video and get to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. Got Bochi the Rock reactions exclusive to my Patreon right now. Go check it out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.